Okay. I feel like most people in the course, well, people that are in the Facebook group know your face and know
Yes.
you because you're posting all the time. You're offering tips, tricks, advice, which does not go unnoticed. I so appreciate you, and so does
Thank you.
everybody else. So thank you for doing that. And for those of you for those people that are watching that do not know who you are, like what is your background? I know you have probably interesting stories to tell. I would love to just know what your background is and how you got started.
I will give you the networking style one, just at less than 1 minute. So I always tell people I'm the OG, I'm the original geek. I've been online since 1989. I was doing websites and internet and SEO and all that stuff before it became like the latest thing.
Love it.
And from right now where we are to the UGC world. So I have a video marketing business. The only thing that changes is the name of what we're doing. User generated content, which is technically a misnomer. It's technically user licensed content because we're selling what we do.
Mhm.
So that's been around since the times of Jesus when somebody would come and say, "Hi, I need you to follow this thing." And then those boardwalk style hawkers saying, "Hey, hurry, hurry, step right up, watch this thing." The only thing that changed is now it's on video. So it's
Love it.
really just UGC is not new. It's just a term that's new and you get to do it. The barrier to entry changed, I'm going to say around 2016 when all the cell phones got very cheap and they got to be as good or better than professional cameras. I am in a professional setup. However, I will say that the phones are equal to or better than my 4K cameras sitting in front of me. So
Amazing.
anybody can
Which
do
is
this.
crazy. So crazy that we're at that point. Okay, how long have you been doing like video production?
Again, I'm Gen X, so I'm like
Yeah,
that 50s range. So class of 70s. I've been doing it since pretty much eighth grade when we
I
had the
love
big
it.
old camera.
Yeah.
And in high school, I ran the TV. Now, lucky for me, I was very athletic. I had 18-inch arms at my best, and I was super friendly. So that let's pick on the AV geeks never happened. My team was always protected. No one ever messed with us because we were, a bunch of jocks that just happened to like AV. So
Yeah.
at least running the TV station for the school worked out well for myself because we weren't just the typical AV geeks, even though I still consider myself one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been always behind the camera. I started getting in front of the camera probably early 2000s when I was doing bridal shows. I started being a professional pitchman. I was in a lot of business groups. So I was an AT&T person for a while. I worked for Microsoft as a digital imaging expert back when Computer City was around before CompUSA killed them. It was a Radio Shack brand. So I was the guy that sat in the corner of the store and said, "Hey, hurry, hurry, step right up. Let me show you the latest software." I was that guy. So I
Oh
had
my
the big,
gosh.
$10,000 plasma screen behind me, access to all the crazy software, all the digital imaging. So I had access to new cameras that came out back in 1998, 99, 2000 ish. I had access to the smart watches that were around that worked on UPC codes, like you scan supermarket. That's how they worked originally. And
Oh,
then Palm Pilots,
yeah.
and then some of the scanners, printers, and then the first wireless internet that worked on satellite back in 1999. So again, I've been a geek in the world, and I just started just learning more, and then just staying here. The bigger story was if you ever watch any of my personal videos, so I had a part-time photography business, took that to the chamber. It was the largest networking party ever. I won the lottery to get on the mic. So, three people before me, I'm getting nervous. Two people before me, I'm sweating. One person before me, I'm shaking. They hand me the mic. I black out. All I remember is, "Ding, you're not a real business. You come back when you're ready, kid." I'm like, oh.
No
So that's the
way.
most, yeah, the most embarrassing moment of my business life. So after that, it basically, went home and studied how to do professional marketing, how to do, so I could just, I'm like, I'm done peopling. We're done here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I learned basically how to learn how to speak effectively. I learned a lot of business. I joined some high-end business organization. Now, lucky at the time, again, I still work for AT&T. This is literally 9/11 happened, and that was my last 60 days of working. So I had a bunch of money saved up. I got a bonus for getting people working from home. So my last project was October 2001, get 146 engineers from where they are now because they're not in the towers. I had to get them New York, New Jersey area, get them into their homes. So I've
Wow.
always known how to do a home setup, how to set up cameras like this, VPN, all the geeky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I took the year off of not working. I went to local college courses. I joined high-end business organization, CEO Space, which is IBI Global at the time. That was Bob Proctor's Billionaires Club. So I joined that. I learned pretty much everything I know about business. That's why I'm very good at helping on the business side of UGC.
Yeah.
So most people, they sign up for a course, they watch a couple YouTube videos, and they think, hey, I'm in. I said, well, let me tell you the 50 things that no one's telling you, and how to run a business and how to do it properly, how to negotiate, how to do contracts, and how to get more money than you think you should get. So
I
that's kind of
love
where
it.
I am. I said I'm on the business side of UGC. That's why I'm able to
Yes.
help people and jump in because I've already been where they were years ago.
Amazing. And it's so amazing that that you're a part of our community too, because you help so much. And I love that. I mean, thank you for giving that background. I think it's cool to hear people's stories, like what they were doing before, like even like coming into my world, being in the course community, just starting with UGC, because everything is like led you up to here, obviously, and like what you're doing currently. Um, would you say, so what was like kind of, I mean, you've been technically doing UGC for a long time, right?
Yes.
Has anything changed over the last like year, 2 years of when you like, are you working with different brands? How has it kind of evolved?
Yeah, I'll just say if you're watching this as a Gen X male, we are the kings of this world because there's very, very few of us. And before I even logged in to get this email link, I have 5 inbounds.
Oh my
Again, I've
gosh.
done zero pitching, but I got 5 inbounds ready to roll. I got to check them out. I'm very excited to look at that. I'll just go back from the last 2 years. So again, we have a video marketing business. I have a retail store right here in sunny Venice, Florida, right downtown. This is part of the podcast studio we rent out. We do this business videos for local businesses, but now we want to switch over, or I get to be the spokesman and the video and the marketer. So I get a triple out of doing UGC. So UGC is now the front end product, then the marketing is the back end product, and now I'm the local spokesperson. So I get to be famous locally as well as on some of those ads. How I
Cool.
came to you, it was literally the hurricane that we had. That's when I'm in Florida. We had the three hurricanes in a row. So we
Oh,
were out of business for almost 4 months, and that's where I kind of found you online. I'm like, okay, what I can do? I can't work from here. I have no. All I have is two cell phones, and all my stuff's wet. So like I joined
right.
yours again. Now, if you're listening to this, if you are Gen X specifically, or even if you're a younger person, don't join courses to learn the course. Join for proximity. I did not join your course specifically to join a course and learn anything. I joined for the templates to get started, and I
Mhm.
joined for proximity. So I've purchased many courses just for the proximity, just for the community, just for the help and accountability. So
Love
if
it.
anybody's ever on the fence of buying something, don't even worry about you're going to learn or not to make your money back. Get into a group. You're going to have people that are be your cheerleaders. You're going to make some lifelong friends, and you'll have accountability, and you'll have your ability to get your questions answered by the community, not just a course creator. So I just want to start there, which is
I love
the
it.
reason why I joined originally. It's like, okay, I am out of business for a couple of months until we get this flood situation situated and we're allowed to get electricity back and all. So again, it was about almost 3.5, 4 months. And that was October 10th, 11th weekend. And I didn't come back again until about late December. And that's why I started the first UGC meetup, which was that weekend. Cause all my stuff canceled. I had to give a lot of refunds. My rent doubled, my
Oh my
expenses doubled.
gosh.
So my house rent doubled. And then my office rent doubled right after the hurricane. So I'm like, all right, what can I do to make an extra couple of $1,000 a month just to break even? So again, my original goal was, okay, I need to make about $1,000 a month. That'll cover my rent doubling at the office. That's because that's how much it went up, about $1,000.
Hmm.
So that's where we are now. So now we're
Crazy.
at meeting the goal of just doing, a couple of UGCs a month just to cover $1,000. So I think I've obviously exceeded that, but that was the original goal. I just need some quick extra income until I can get back in business.
Wow, amazing. How did you start? Were you pitching? Did you already have contacts that you could kind of offer this to? How was like the first few UGC deals for you?
I was already on the apps prior to seeing anybody's UGC course because I'm in the video world. So then a lot of the apps are kind of the same
Yeah.
because I always had gone to the apps. Like, okay, here's a videographer needed. So I'd be on some of those kind of apps. And then I learned some more UGC apps where technically they're the same, except I get to be in them. So I started with Brands Meets Creators, which has changed over to TikTok Shop, unfortunately.
Yep.
But that one, you put a profile on there. I got my first round about a dozen inbounds just from having a profile on there. It's like because that's when they used to match you up.
Yes,
So
I missed
join
that.
Brands Meet Creators jump started this for me.
Okay.
And then just my normal searching, I'm like, okay, UGC agency. I signed up for a couple of agencies. So I was a regular for a few months on an agency. Again, they would give me one thing a week, which is exactly what I needed. And I specialize in podcast style UGC because of my obvious background. And that's what I was doing. I was doing podcast UGC, man on the street interview, and things that involved a more of a pro setup. So right now, I consider myself the official podcast UGC guy, specializing in finance, insurance, and SaaS.
Okay, that's amazing. Are you, where are most of your deals coming now? Like, is it the apps? I know you're on Backstage. You're a
Yeah,
big fan of Backstage. Okay.
backstage is a majority of them.
Okay.
Now, I will say having a profile on every possible app helps because a lot of the brands will be on the apps, and if sometimes you'll get an outside link. I said Backstage allows an outside link. Join
Mhm.
Brands Be Creators and Crisp. One there's like a couple of them that can have an outside link, but I
Okay.
think my inbounds come from these brands being on these free ones, so they don't have to pay necessarily for $100 a month membership. They'll just flip through creators, see the portfolio, or they'll see my name, or they'll do the Google image search and they'll find me. But I guarantee that's where all these inbounds are coming from, or from me having profiles on about 100 different apps. Now I exaggerate on
Really?
100. It's closer to about accurately about 40 something. So
That's a
again,
lot.
I like to exaggerate and be a little grandiose and gravitas.
No, I know, but that I mean 40 is still is a lot. What do you think? I mean, how's your process with the apps? Are you just creating a profile? I know a lot of them are like different. You create a profile, upload some videos or your portfolio link. What are you constantly checking these apps, or is it just like you set it up, you're chilling and you get inbounds?
Well, my regular one is Backstage. Now, Backstage is a again, it's back to the 60s, 70s when it was just a magazine. They've turned it online. They've added UGC, user generated content. They've added content creator, and they've also added professional video services. So I have there's four profiles you can get, voiceover being the fourth. I have profiles on all three. My voiceover is kind of sitting because I don't want to do pro voiceover right now.
Yeah.
So I have all three. I've changed the habit of taking the hour during work time to do it. So it's okay. Since it's on phones, most of these, I'll just go to bed a little earlier and I'll just scroll on the phone and apply for apps at night. So I'm not wasting any time. I'll bookmark things that need a live audition, and then I shoot Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have specific shoot times, so that's when I do my auditions and I'll send them in. And I watermark the auditions, so some of the people are scammers. It's like, read this entire script. We just want to see how it sounds. Like, hey, no problem. I'm going to make the voice crazy, and I'm going to put my banners in front of it so you can't use it. So a lot of
Yeah.
times I've done those, and I've never heard from the brand again, which is immediately how you know that they're just looking for.
Free stuff.
Right. So that's, even if I said you want to just start it and just skip lines, so if you get some of those auditions, if you
Mhm.
feel that they're just doing it to steal it, because most of the times it's like, here's the script, read me one paragraph, any paragraph. That's a legit company. When they
Yeah.
say, make sure you're wearing a white shirt in front of this kind of background and read the script for a demo, I'm like, no, that you already know that they are just going to take it and use it.
Yeah.
But definitely Backstage, I will scroll through, join brands. I'll just click a bunch of buttons, ask for it for that, and Brands Meet Creators. I'm on there for TikTok shops. I get inbounds a couple times a month from them because I'm not a professional TikTok shop person. I am a live streamer, so I do live hosting.
Okay.
I have a local UGC slash live hosting gig here from
Really?
a local company, so I'm like the official guy for them. So I do a
How
couple
does
things
that
a
look?
month.
How, because a lot of people are doing both UGC and TikTok shop. So for you, you're not posting like 10 TikTok shop videos a day. You're mostly doing lives.
Correct.
Okay, is that on your TikTok shop
That's on their
profile?
channels.
Oh, it's on their channels. Okay,
Right.
how
So
did
I get a
you?
combination of here's $500 a week, go live for a couple of hours, and then you get commission.
Okay, cool. Has it
And
been worth
especially because
it?
it's local. So what's going to happen is the company that I'm working with locally, as they grow, because I have the studio, the girls will come here and they'll live pitch from my stage. So behind me is a 10 by 10 stage, I have black pipe and drape. There's a full green screen wall behind me. I have one button set up to do multiple live streams and live shopping. So people that are in TikTok shop, it's a good way to practice and get into UGC, start getting paid for your videos. Again, I'm a little too older and I have a lot of expenses for this retail studio, so I can't play the, well, maybe I'll get $5 a thing or $2.92. Like I can't play that game. I'll do it maybe Q4, but I'd rather just get paid the several $100s to do a gig and continue to do video sales letters for one to $3,000.
100%. I mean, yeah, that makes total sense. Are you in the live TikTok shop videos, or is it girls coming in
No, it's me.
for
It's
the Oh,
I'm
it's
a live host.
okay, okay.
So you'll
Cool.
see me doing products that are appropriate. I just sold a whole bunch of golf during the holiday season. I sold a whole bunch of golf putter.
Oh,
I know nothing about golf. I just basically just started putting, having fun, and people bought it. And the joke was because I look like the old guy that should be on the golf course and showing,
yeah.
hey, I suck. Let me practice. Watch me get my golf game up by having this item. It sold better than I outsold all the girls
Amazing.
because people would go with they'd get more views because people just
Yeah.
watching. Hey, look at you in your little booty shorts. Look at this
Yeah.
girl. And then it's like, hey, I'm the old guy. I'm gonna make contacts at the golf course. Get your kids to golf because when you're playing golf, you're gonna meet executives and local politicians, and you're just gonna help get more opportunities in your life. Get the golf game. So I
Yeah.
was just doing stuff like that. It's like, hey, if you want to gamble, gamble with your family. Have a family night. So I was going on the family stories, saying if you have this, have it unplugged night, and let's play the mini golf in home. Have your own putt putt. Be the cool person in the family, and you'll have those memories for your kids for years to come. You know what they're eating. You're not having sugary snacks at the playland. They're not running around with strangers. You know exactly where they are. They're having fun. Add it to your ring toss and your cornhole, and just have fun in the house. So that's the story.
Genius.
I kept saying that kind of story, and that's why I think
Yeah.
people just started buying it.
Oh, 100%. I would like buy it right right now. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So you're doing like a little mix of, is that weekly that you're going live? Did you say?
Right now, yeah, they have to get new products in. So that
Okay.
was specific. That I actually got two companies that wanted me to do that for them. Again, it was really a I got it on October, early November, and they said I need someone to go live selling between Black Friday weekend until the first week in January.
Okay.
I had two of those opportunities. I just took the local one,
Yeah.
but there are opportunities. Again, they usually come around Q4 because they'd rather you sell live, but it's a combination of having live sales and the UGC videos back them up. So hey, I just saw you live, and now they have all these videos to send out. But again, that did come through the UGC world. It came from the apps. It came from backstage.
Okay, cool. Do you have any, like, what's your biggest advice? Because I know a lot of people are hesitant about doing lives. Obviously, that's what we are now. Like, that's the future of shopping is live selling, right? So, for anyone who's doing just UGC, or maybe they're even doing TikTok shop already, do you have any advice? Because most people aren't going to have a studio, obviously, like you. They don't have everything you've got. But I think there's a lot of opportunities for brands wanting to get
Yes.
in, like, pay like a flat fee, right? Do you have any advice based on what I've
Well,
said?
yeah, I actually we teach people again. If you even contact me, I show you how to make this studio. Now I have a video how to do this in your group. I
Yeah.
put it in another group. And I got so excited. Another guy about my age took $100 and made the same exact setup I have, minus the mic. He had nicer, he had different, he had more of the. I like this style. He just had like this style mic. Again,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mics are like $30. So for about $100, he duplicated my exact setup.
So
What
cool.
I have behind, you could go to any, you can also start thrift stores, you can do there. But if you want to just get black curtains, whatever color curtains you like, that is a 24-year-old gooseneck light with a party light bulb from Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's. Again, you just get the colored light bulbs. I just happen, like I have blue, orange, red. So it's a light bulb, pipe and drape again, but you can use a curtain and then any phone camera right here, and then your mic. Now, most of the new mics are USB-C. They can plug right into the phone.
Yep.
So you can duplicate this entire setup for about $100.
So cool. So
So you
good to
don't
know
even
for
need
people.
you don't need a pro studio. You don't need the stage.
Yeah.
And for live selling, I can show you again, even with the TikTok app, you can put two phones on it. So I have one phone and I can have my above phone. When I switch the button, I have the close-up product view of my hands. So anybody can do that.
What button are you, how is that set up?
So if you're on TikTok Live Studio, there's another
Uh-huh.
button that says add a camera. Even on Zoom, you can add a virtual camera. So if you go to
Okay.
the Zoom settings, it'll say add an iPhone or a tablet or an iPad. You hit add. As long as it's on the same Wi-Fi, now you have two cameras. So even on
Okay.
Zoom, I can do a two camera shoot on Zoom, like one here, and I can put the little screen next to me and you can see my products. So you can do that through Zoom. You could do that on TikTok. And then there's so many other apps where I can do multiple phones
Mm-hmm.
using OBS, which is free software. So I can put 10 other phones. So if you're doing bathroom style things, like put one in the mirror, one in the shower. Hey, check out my water filter. Look at me in the
Yeah.
bathroom. Look at me in the outside. So you can put multiple phones. Again, it's the barrier to entry is pretty much zero because I guarantee most people have a couple of phones laying around the house that they can
Mhm.
use. TikTok wants you to succeed. And even in the UGC, just keep the older phones because sometimes they want the overhead shot of you scrolling on an app. So
Yeah.
you even the stuff that you have is great. And clip this for like the best clip ever. This is the only industry where the worse you are, the better it sells. This is the only time in the whole world where they don't need you to be pro. You don't have to look pro. You can have your messy house. You can have a 15-year-old car, and people will buy your videos. The only industry in the world where you don't have to be pro.
Yes, it's so important for people to realize that because I mean, like somebody just looking at you, it's like you, I mean, you are obviously a pro, you look pro, you got the whole setup, but it's also you're not only shooting like UGC videos in this type of setup, right?
Right.
What's your, I just saw you were doing a mattress one, right? Did you,
Yes, I just picked up now. It's a Dream Cloud name brand.
okay.
So they found me, and it is online mattress and bedding set. The bed is $4,000, currently 60% off for about $1,500 to $2,000. They hired me to do a video. So I got, I'll just say 2,000 for the retail. I'm not going to play the game with their, oh, it's a $4,000 bed. So I just say I got a $2,000 bed, which is the adjustable bed with the lights on it, with the massager. So it's almost like being in the mall. That's what they put it
Oh
up,
my
right? It's like
gosh,
being in a
really?
small, and I have I could have gotten any size I want. I just got a queen just in case. So I got a queen size bed. I have my first time in my life. I got professional bedding. I never had like hotel style bedding.
Yeah,
So I have these super soft sheets. I got pillows. I got pillowcases, all the cute stuff, absolutely free, and I got paid to do it. So
crazy.
altogether, that's somewhere around a $2,000 shoot all in, $2,500 because I got to pay. I would have did that completely for free.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I got paid to do that. So now I have a brand new. I've had my own bed in like years, like my own 100% bed.
yeah.
So that's my bed, not from some ex relationship. I get my own bed. That's mine. I get not sharing anybody now.
I love it. Brand new. And where'd you get that deal?
That came inbound.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So what's your typical like when you're shooting that, you're in your home, what are you using? Are you shooting in 4K? Are you shooting with a
Yeah, okay.
DSLR?
I'm gonna stop even with the home. So some people don't have the nicest house, don't have a kitchen. Now, I unfortunately in 20 last year, so 2025 Thanksgiving weekend through Christmas, the house I was renting had a sewage issue and flooded.
Oh
So I don't
no.
even have a house to shoot in right now. So what I was doing,
Okay.
even now prior to that, even it wasn't a nicer house. It was a house that looked like 7 kids did live there. So a big family lived there with a bunch of kids, and it looked like that. So I never shot at the house. What
Yeah.
I did was I made friends with other people, other creators in the area. Say, hey, I'll split this with you, or let me give you $50. Let me use your house. So I have my UGC wife. One's in your group, one is not,
Yeah.
and I use other people's houses to do the kitchen, the living room, because again, even if I had my own house, I'm a guy. It would look like a guy's house. At least my females have the nice, cute things. They have pillows and
Yeah.
bedding and actual kitchen appliances that match. Like I wouldn't care. I have my Blendtec blender and that's about it.
Okay.
So if you don't even have a nice house, you could always borrow somebody's house.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start there. So I anything you see that's a house shoot, not my house.
Love it. Okay, I
So
love
just
that.
got to
Okay.
make that really clear to
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, none of that stuff's my house. So even when we're doing like some other kitchen I always borrow somebody's house. I use my mom's house a lot. She's in this gated community, so they have a gorgeous like pool and the
Sweet.
rec room and a library and a poker room. And so if I ever need like a bar set up, I go there because there's like darts, pool table, and a poker table.
Oh,
So it looks like,
perfect.
hey, I'm in the bar.
Yeah.
Get this product. So I'll shoot from other people's houses. So if you have access to other people's houses or other people's communities, take photos and videos of them and put them on your portfolio. On my portfolio, I have portfolio proof of beach because I'm a block from like the little crappy beach under the bridge. I'm about a
Okay.
mile away from the nicer beach in Venice. And if I walk out the door, I'm already historical downtown Venice. I'm in an office. So I say access with no extra charge, commercial podcast studio, commercial office, historical downtown Venice, or the beach at no extra charge. So figure out
Mhm.
what you can do within maybe a 1 mile radius that doesn't cost you much money that you can offer a brand that you are going to be able to have that as your unique selling point. So even if I'm the best basement guy in the world or I'm the best snowblower salesman in the world, I'm in Florida. I don't have basements. We don't have snow, so I'll never be able to get a winter product. Same
Yeah.
way where I get a lot of inbounds for summer products, even though I don't, maybe I'm not the market for it, but they know that California, Florida, Texas, we're going to get all those inbounds all year round for summer products.
Yeah. I love it.
So keep that
And
in mind.
yes, totally keep, I mean, everything you just said is everyone should be taking notes right now because I mean, I filmed UGC in my parents' house, my sister's, I think my brother's house. Like it's just like this is a thing that's very common in UGC because my house or my space is maybe not like the ideal place to shoot for certain brands. So I love that. Like, and also don't be afraid, I think, to ask like good friends and family if you can. They're gonna probably say yes. And I don't think it should be like a weird conversation. Um, I just love that so much. So are you, so okay, you mentioned um Gen X male being a huge factor,
Yes,
like in demand, I would say.
absolutely.
Okay, so what has been like what kind of companies are you usually working for? I know you know mattress and but go into
The
like
mattress again, that was inbound. That just happened to
okay,
come. But how
yeah,
I for men's, how again for guys, especially bearded white guys on backstage, it says Caucasian male with beard. That is like the number one thing that's looked for. So if you're a bearded white guy, again, I'm a clean shaven Latino, so I can't sign up for a lot of those.
yeah,
But they're looking for the 50 plus male for health and fitness. That would be your ED, PE, and low T ads all day long, all day, every day. You will get those insurance, so life insurance, car insurance, health insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, and then when you have to switch over when it's open enrollment all day long, that's available. I get a lot of finance. So some of these brands will like a David Ramsey style show.
yeah,
I have a repeat client that came back to me today. That was one of my 5 inbounds, and they want me to do now the part 4 of okay, read this script where I'm just answering a financial question and they write me the question, they write me the script. Now, when I say UGC for podcast style, I can have a monitor right here, and all you have to do is be a professional reader. I don't have to memorize anything. I can look at this monitor, read my script like I'm talking on a podcast. So I always tell new people start with podcast style UGC because all you have to do is put the stuff on a TV or a bigger monitor laptop and just read. And you don't
yeah.
even have to look at the camera. So that's why I
Love it.
love doing that. So they'll say, Hi,
Yeah,
how do I get rid of my credit card debt? Well, start by trying to negotiate lower rates. And then boom, $100
I love
for
it.
like 15 seconds. And then go, hey, go to thiscompany.com.
Yeah, yeah. You have
And
such a
it's
good
just
voice.
cheap,
Yeah,
cheap and easy. But again, that's my regular financial guy. They come about once a month. Again, I low end, not my favorite. I would normally refuse that, but I'm going to keep them because it's easy.
yeah.
Because when I'm done with your interview here, I'm already dressed for it. I can take the sweater off and I can act because this is exactly what I'm going to wear anyway. They want the white shirt and the tie, and I'm going to read the financial thing and be the financial guy. How you
Love it.
upsell that. So later, not necessarily this company, but if you're getting an ad, you have to know like video sales letters, ask them if it's part of a funnel because sometimes they
Hmm.
want you to be the spokesperson. So, hey, I've made 5 ads for you already. Were you interested in me being your spokesperson for $10,000 a year? And I'll make you X amount of videos and call me when you need me and I'll train your
Awesome.
staff. So there's opportunities for that.
Yeah, yeah. And what, like, are you usually working with a lot of, I know you get a ton of inbounds, new clients. Is it a pretty good mix for you right now of like new companies coming to you and finding you and then also having repeat clients?
I only have the 2 financial that are repeats, and then one
Okay.
is from an eight. So the one is got them on my own. The other one is an agency. So the agency always going to give you the same style. So if you're just starting out, if you're just doing this for like regular part-time, consistent part-time income, I would recommend going to a couple of agencies. And you do a couple of ways. You could either go on backstage and just look. You can just query on, and you'll see who's running the gigs. And you don't even have to pay for an account. You can go on some of the other apps where it'll tell you. I think Joint, not Incense. Incense will let you go on get an account, but I'll say this gig sponsored by this agency. So just you could just data mine all the agencies and call them directly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want to go agency work, I would do that. But also referrals. People don't ask. I'm in the group, so I have people scouting for all the time. Like, hey, anything podcast UGC, let me know. I'm looking for hexware, cookware, and this kind of thing. And then people send me referrals through the group.
I
So I've
love
actually
it.
made money from your group of people helping me out. So I had 3 people say, "Here, try this," and I got it. So I have a bunch of people scouting for me, and a lot of people don't take advantage of their small networks of saying, "This is what I do. If you see it, please send it to me." Now I scout for people as well, like that Bianca being one of them, Yvonne,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Joey.
I love it. It's so cool you guys do that for each other. And I think it's just, again, a reminder to whatever community you want to be part of or you can join, just join a community of people. And what I was also wanted to talk to you about is you're just like such you bring people together, and I feel like it's probably one of your natural gifts of
Yes.
bringing people together, and obviously helping and being such a giver. But what, so you've got together, I think, with a lot of people in our community, right?
Yeah, I've held 3 meetups already.
3 meetups. Okay, tell me a little bit about that and like the benefit of getting together with people.
Okay, I do two things. I do an open studio since I have all the gear, and it's for new people. I'm in a couple of content creator groups, and I say, "Hey, open studio on this date." About a dozen people show up, and if they're brand new, it's like, "Okay, we're gonna have one room. We're gonna do nothing but set up the tech. So let's set up your let's set up Square and Stripe and email, and then over here we're gonna apply for like 10 apps. And then when you're ready in this studio room, you're gonna use this and make this style video. You can use my whiteboard, make a whiteboard video. You're gonna go outside, make some outside video, walking listicles. So at least we had it planned out of the style of video to make, and everybody kind of took turns. Okay, for an hour, then we'll meet up. And then I had people online as well say, hey, for the online people, go outside right now and do this. For your online people, go sign up for 4 apps and we'll see you in an hour. So it worked out well. I had about a dozen people in person. We had maybe in and out, same thing, about another 10 people on and off screen doing exactly what we were doing. So I call it my binge creation weekend, and
Love it.
it helped out. So even me, when we did it on your group online, I did a random 3 hour. Hey, who wants to do a work session? That's how I got my intro video done. Because if I
Cool.
wasn't running the group, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So me forcing me to, hey, I'm going to be accountable by saying, this is a work session. Jump in, let me know what you're doing. Shut your camera off. We'll check in 40 minutes. So I'm watching other people work and do the thing while I'm doing the same thing. So you kind of make fun of people getting changed in front of camera, putting different clothes on, doing the characters, making their fake skits on both sides of the mic.
Yeah.
So you got to see what your style is. And I tell people if you want to start with a niche, which is either a location. So okay, I want to do a geographical niche because I'm in Florida. I want to do nothing but beachy stuff. I want to do things that involve power loss. I want to things that do insurance of hurricanes and floods, and I want to do things that be power banks on the beach are great, drinks, coolers. So if you want to stick on a niche that you can do, so I'm not in a mountain, so I can't
Yeah.
do any mountain cool skiing stuff. So if you're by a mountain or if you have a farm, so there's something unique about you. And I also make the joke that it doesn't matter what you drive because my old ass car, I have a 2004 BMW Z4 convertible I've had since 2004, and it's making me money even if it's not running really well. We had a convertible car cover. I'm working on that right now. There's a
Oh,
company that does quick covers. So it goes from the windshield to the trunk, just enough to cover the bay
oh,
area. So like, hi, convertible owners needed, preferably
yeah.
older. Like, oh, that's me. So I'm waiting on that pending. I got sunglasses. They wanted somebody with sunglasses and convertible, and then I also got a wax and a leather restore company from the car.
Amazing.
Didn't have to
Just
even
from
drive
your
the car,
car.
just the car sitting parked, not running.
Oh my gosh.
That helped me out a lot. Just because you sit in the car, and
Yeah.
if you have unique cars, do it too. A lot of these I see on breakfast for man with pickup truck. It'll say woman with minivan. It'll say electric cars all day too. I also have an electric car, so
Yeah.
I get those inbounds too. Some of them want Tesla. I have an older electric car. It's not a Tesla. I have a little Fiat that we wrap just for fun.
Cool.
So again, sometimes your car will get you the inbound, but I need you to list some of those things either on a separate spreadsheet or at least part of your portfolio, or definitely when
Hmm.
you're on the app saying, I have access to this round of stuff, because when they do the search, your profile having that word will come up. I think I
Okay.
have an above average profile on Backstage, which is why I'm always coming up on the first or second page all the time. And I
Yeah.
have the two little icons that say hot listing, response quickly
Okay,
on
cool.
Backstage. And I've actually audited a couple of our students' Backstage passes. Oh, fix here and here and here and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if you continue to make edits, even if it's just a grammar mistake, it's like, oh, I'm going to add this period and I'm going to put a period here. Now it's considered an updated profile. So you come up faster on search. Like, hi, just updated. So you'll come up on that first page of people that have just updated their profile.
Amazing. Great
That's
hack.
how you game that system. So I game Backstage by changing out grammar and periods and space just so it says updated profile all the time.
That's wild. Okay, great hack. Everybody should be doing that. What's on I've been on Backstage before. I was actually doing UGC. I'm not on it currently and I know it's changed a bit. What do you have to upload for Backstage? What's included like on your profile?
Okay, so you have up to four profiles. You have crew. So if you're a professional videographer, if you have SLR cameras, 4K, professional sound, you have the ability to do other people's videos. That's crew. Then you have voiceover. So this is real voiceover, not UGC voiceover. They want you to have a condenser mic, some kind of sound guard, and the ability to edit out the breath noise, the ums, and any pauses. So if you don't have the ability to do that, that's really not for you. So it's not meant for a bunch of B-roll and go, hi, this is my makeup product. It's not that. They want like a professional sound booth or at least some kind of audio. So that's another opportunity. Then you have creator, which is UGC influencer. So that's all going to be mostly your vertical videos and put what you can on there. So you have a paragraph you can write of your story. In my story, I start writing the style of videos that people search for. So because I am a marketer, I'm an old SEO guy, I go as a non-use as a user, not as a profile, not as a seller, but as a regular user, go incognito window or sign up as a seller or a bot, sign up as a buyer, and then start querying on what the top searches are. Because you'll get emails saying, UGC, here's the top style to do it. Like, okay, now I know what to look for and I'll put it on my profile. Similar
Genius.
to YouTube, you can start typing in the style of like walking listicle, and that'll come up on search. Okay, so let me add the word walking listicle. Let me add skit. Let me add mature. Okay, because I didn't think the word mature comes up, mature male comes up faster than Gen X, but Gen X does come up and it's spelled GENX. Sometimes it's spelled JENX. So people spell it wrong. So sometimes you may want to put it in different ways, but typically the word mature is one of the keywords and the style of video. So there's probably 30 different styles of video, starting with talking head, walking listicle, regular listicle, street interview, man on street, uh, get ready with me. I made a whole list for your group as well. So figure out what your style is and put those styles of video on the profiles to help you with that. The next set it says skills. We're not talking about your skills like, oh, I can juggle, I can do this. Like, no, we want the skills that are looked at. So again, sign up as a buyer or just look at the profile and then you'll see skills of video sales letter spokesperson. Like, okay, so most people won't put that skill because you're not thinking that, but you start having to put social media and then see what comes in the drop down list and start adding those skills. I have a whole bunch of skills that I can do, but also skills that are looked for. Even when you're applying for jobs, it'll say skills required. Make a note of that and then go back and update your profile with the skills on the job ad you just had. So that's again,
Awesome.
that's my hack. I think that's why it always come up a lot
Oh,
and
for sure.
in front.
You've got a million hacks. I love it.
But
Okay.
plus, yeah, plus have the some of the profiles they have the voiceover and they have the regular videos. But as you apply for jobs, typically they want you to add what you want. So you have a whole media bank, they call it. So you can upload everything you've ever had ever on there. And as you apply, you just pick out those two or three specific videos that'll work for that particular brand. And I always tell people if you can try to shoot 16:9, which is widescreen. All you gotta do is
Mhm.
turn your phone this way. People are making it very hard. Like, how do I shoot 16:9? Watch this. That's it. Now you got your phone will be
Just that
16:9.
little
So just
movement.
shoot horizontal, like movie style.
Yeah.
And if you have the ability to make, 2-minute videos up to 10 or 15 minutes, you get paid more. Those are the gigs that start in the thousands. It's called video sales letter. You have your regular UGC ad, which goes to a landing page, and you watch a smaller ad, and then you click it, and then you go to another page called a black box video, and that video is anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes, where you're forced to watch it. There's no stop button, there's no pause button. There's just you have to watch this thing. Go, oh, I didn't know I had that problem. Let me go buy the new thing that'll make my whatever, but whatever the thing. Typically, supplements are really good at that. It's always some supplement weight loss. You
Yes.
must have this product, or it's going to be some self defense product where it's like, here's what happens in America. We're on World War III because of this current administration. You need to have all this pre made food. Get it now. So that's
Those
like
get me
those.
every time.
But yeah, you'll have to watch that. So
Yeah.
I always recommend you're going to be politically neutral. I mean, if you really have
Yeah.
to have a stand, I respect that. But if you want more work, you can be politically neutral. You can be whatever sexual orientation you want,
Yeah.
so if you're open to it, do it because they are there. Again, you remember, you're just kind of an actor, but if you
Yeah.
want to protect yourself from friends, family, and people that may know you, then yeah, stick to what you normally do. And if you don't want to support the left or the right or whatever, if you're in Canada, whoever the current administrations are there, if you want to stay politically neutral or
Yeah.
stay where you are, you can go either way. And
Yeah,
so
I
political
agree.
ads will start coming up too, where they'll see the UGC of "Hi, make me a testimonial for this candidate to go here." So look for those because they do come up, and you do get paid a couple $100 for them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good advice. Are you what okay, so backstage I think is I if you can, I know how much is it? It's like
If you can't afford it, it's 200 a year, full price. They have
okay.
monthly plans, so if you want, I say just try it out. Things between $20 and $30 a month. Just try it out for a month or two.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it for males and mature.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there if you're Gen Z, pretty much if you're between 16 and 25, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of you. For me, again, there's only like maybe a couple hundred of us.
Yeah.
And we have
Mhm.
people in your group. I kind of made that joke to them. Like, here's the current query. Look, I'm only competing with 530 guys.
I know I saw that. That was awesome.
So you
It's
can do
good
that. So
to
again, if you
remember.
look like me, you got a shot. If you're bearded and Caucasian, you do way better than me because they're
Okay.
always looking for that kind of guy for outdoor stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if
No,
I
it's
grow a
really
beard, I'd up my opportunities probably another 20% if I had a beard.
will we be seeing you with the beard, Michael, soon?
Probably not.
No, no, I love that. So okay, backstage, I think if you can, even just try it out for a few months. What other like two apps, if you had to choose, apps or platforms, if you had to choose for recommendations for new people, especially like male Gen X to get on?
Incense, and you will get inbounds galore again for EDPE low T. I
Okay.
get offers and invites. Depends on how much they're paying, and if you're new, $100 might be really good for you, plus $100 worth of ED and low T pills, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
And male tallow is a big thing too. So the tallow face cream and wrinkle cream, I
Oh.
get those invites.
Hmm.
I'm pending two because it got stuck in port. So when they try to import it from wherever it's coming from, I had two unfortunately still pending from a couple of months ago that they just cannot get it in America for whatever reason. It cannot get here.
Yeah.
But those come out all the time. So again, if you're not embarrassed, you can do again the ED ads all day, every day, low T.
Love it.
But the
And so
male
okay, so
tallow.
backstage incense. What other one do you
Well,
think?
again, if the pay to play is backstage, but if you just want to try now incense, you might have to call tech support and tell them like, hey, I'm doing UGC only because it's also an influencer platform.
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll get rejected for follower count, but remember, you are a UGC creator, you're a paid professional provider, and then later I want you to become a partner and not a provider anymore. But that's a later conversation. You just call tech support and say, hi, I'm only doing UGC. Don't worry about my follower count. I'm only doing UGC. And they'll accept you after about 48 hours.
Like literally give them a call.
You have to do the tech support chat or email.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I had
Awesome.
to do the tech supports. I got rejected several times. I'm like, I am not an influencer. Like, oh, okay, fine.
Okay, and then they let you through. It's not like, hey,
No,
we're automatically like never gonna let you in.
right.
Okay.
I didn't have Instagram forever. I just got it like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Hey,
So I'm
well,
like,
awesome.
now I'm on Instagram as like a couple of days ago. I
Perfect.
don't have the patience anymore. So I was like anti social media for a long time. I don't
Yeah.
have the patience to have 50 different profiles, not to record and make videos. Like I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I know people, busy moms do it. So
Yeah.
like I respect that, but I don't have time for the game. I was like, how much is a gig? Let me go do it for you. I give you the
Yep.
stuff, you give me the money.
Yep.
That's kind of
Yep.
where I am right now.
Totally.
I'm not
So
trying to make a name.
you're not on, are you posting UGC example videos even on TikTok or now will you
No.
be posting? Okay. Okay.
I will now, but I have my portfolio and I have a YouTube channel specifically and only as an extension of my video portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
I will start pitching, and I made the decision. I want to make UGC my main income, so I want to switch that 80/20. I want 80% of my income to come from UGC this year. So
Amazing.
I'm getting a team together. We're gonna start pitching. We have software, so I want to make sure that I can actually do what everybody else is doing, and I know the opportunities are out there. So again, I just needed it as filler work originally, but now I
Hmm.
want it to make, because again, I'm watching people between 16 and 60 years old make, five, $10,000 a month. But everything depends on where you are. So if you're watching too much social media, I know if you're on TikTok, you watch it once, or Instagram, you're forced to watch 1,000 of the same video. Don't listen to all these young people say, "Oh, I just made $10,000 a month." Like, well, what were you making before you even had a job?
Yeah.
So most people are coming from 40, $50,000 jobs, unless you're high skilled, but making 4,000 a month from your home part time, you just replaced a full time like corporate salary.
Hmm.
Again, unless you're skilled, well, you're a doctor, physician, nurse, something high skilled where you need to college and you're making 80 to 100, made it a little harder. But if you're working a bad retail job, I can guarantee you're going to get out of that 15, $20 an hour really quickly. I can get you out of the Amazon warehouse with a couple of UGC gigs.
Exactly. It's so important to remember that too. It's like obvious, yeah, like you said, you can make, and that's where I was at, where I had to make, a certain amount of money to quit my job. But if you're just wanting to even supplement, part-time, doing this part-time from your home on top of your full-time job for a while, it's very doable. Like $2,000, $3,000 a month, very, very doable.
And
Um,
from agencies, not even pitching. If you
yeah,
just hook up with like three agencies giving you 2 gigs a month, and usually the agencies pay between $200 and $500 a gig. Again, that's somewhere like $2,000 a month. And if you want a
yep,
car, just say, okay, I want a $500 car. I hate car payments, but if you wanted to cover a car payment, just figure out how many UGCs you need and go one more just for backup.
yep,
And it's a good way to supplement. So that I was doing it that way. So that I was taking low pay in exchange for consistency.
yeah.
But now I want to take January 26th and just go nuts, and I'm gonna just start pitching everybody. I'm gonna start getting all the clients, and I'm gonna pitch locally too, as a local UGC creator and spokesperson, because I'm already known in the community locally. So now I'm just gonna take it one more notch. Okay, instead of me being behind the camera, I'm gonna be in front of the camera. I'm gonna be your official spokesman for this restaurant, for this venue, for this whatever it is. And I always
I
want to
love
make
it.
clear to your team and your students that there's a line between UGC and pro video. Stop crossing it, because when you get excited, this brand gave me $2,000. Like, because when they go to pro video, it's going to be between 5 and 7,000. So they're happy to give you two because you're doing the work of a $7,000 gig. So you
Hmm.
have to know where that line is, but also expectation, because you start going into the offering like some of the nicer venues, golf courses or hotels, they might be expecting a full crew, insurance, drone, 4K cameras, SLRs, interviewing my staff, and you're just coming in with a cell phone. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
So the expectation needs to be set on the meeting.
Yeah, 100%. So with the spokesperson, are you already doing some of that locally in your town
Yeah,
or
that's how I got that other studio. So I'm their live stream. I'm the official live stream host to sell
okay.
things.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the spokesperson there. There's another. I don't know if I'm on NDA or not. I don't want to disclose the name, but it's another financial company. I'm like their
Okay.
unofficial spokesman. That's when I'm making, a video every couple of months. So every other month I'm making a video for them. But we make sets of videos. So
Okay.
if you want to see it out, but you'll see me on this particular financial website as the guy. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
question answer guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Love
they're
it.
doing with the videos I make for them.
Okay, cool. And
They
I
send me.
post, you saw, I think, yeah, you definitely saw the new lesson I posted about like your connections and everything. Can you speak on anything like, because for anybody who's not in the course, I just uploaded a new video lesson about, posting like on your personal Facebook profile. I know a lot of people like Yvonne, probably you included, it's like getting involved in local community Facebook groups, business groups, everything like that. Can you kind of speak on? Maybe just like a quick how someone would get started with that, of like making those local in person, whether you're already friends with somebody or you want to make more connections in your local community.
Yeah, so originally my favorite website's always meetup.com. That shows you all. Again, I'm a user since 2008. I'm a
Oh my gosh.
original user. So go to meetup.com, type in your city, type in business networking. And then you can just show up for free, or maybe you just have to buy a burger to sit with people, but most of them are free. You can go to any local chamber of commerce. They're typically free for the first couple, and you meet literally local business people. You will sit with decision makers, because the chamber of commerce will have some of the big banks and some of the stadiums. Like, they'll have a rep, but it's not going to be them. It's going to be mostly people in that scale stage where they're making maybe 250 to 1.5 million. So not huge, deck of millionaires, this guy with a pickup truck and a van running local services. So they're there all the time. Service guys, insurance people are always there. People that sell, basically the sales reps always need the help. I'll give you the trick with, say, Edward Jones Financial Planning. They get a budget. It's like, hey, I have $5,000 to spend on advertising. So why don't you reallocate some of that advertising funds to me, and I will make you local videos with my family. It'll look better. It'll be in the community because they can't go more than 10 miles anyway. So
Yeah.
I would say your local financial planner, specifically Edward Jones and Modern Woodman, if you're a Christian, that's a Christian based financial planning company, been around since the 1800s. They have money to spend. They're forced to spend money. So I would go now. Again, the only catch with that is compliance. They have to give you a fully compliant script to make sure that they're not getting in trouble. So other than the long term planning with them, because it's going to be a little bit, well, I can't just go, hey, I'm UGC and I'm the best, and they have to give you something compliant. So when you make a video, just know that it's, or your script, it's going to go through a whole team, and it might take you an extra 2 weeks. But being friends with that local person, now they have a local family in the area, and you make your UGC in front of like the local park where I'm in Venice, so I know downtown Venice. I can go right in front of the sign that's hand painted mural. It's like, hey, I'm sitting here, or you go to your favorite. There's always that one deli that's been there since the 50s. So every town's got that historical restaurant or that one historical place, a furniture store that's been there for 50 years. You make videos in front of that. So, oh look, this is a local video. It doesn't look like an ad. And it's
Hmm.
like, hey, I just have a new baby, and we're saving up for college using a 529 plan, and I use Joe at Edward Jones, and it's awesome. You should go check Joe out. Not an
Love it.
ad, but I just
Yeah.
talked about Edward Jones. I'm local. I have a 529 plan, and you should probably check him out too, because you'll get the comments like, "Who are you using?" Or you could go
Yeah.
the other way. Hey, I just sent my kid to school. Thank God I had all the money saved up, and it was all because of this guy who helped me with financial planning. You'll get all the comments. So that
Hmm.
is true UGC if you're doing it local. But I like financial guys have money to spend. They need the local faces and not looking to do international stuff. It is going to be within your 10-mile circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. It reminded me like, so my dad, he works for Whirlpool Corporation, like and there's a bunch of dealers, that have Whirlpool products and washers, dryers, but all those different like individual sellers, I can't like those stores, they all have this money to spend. They have like tens of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars in marketing budget every single month that they literally do have to spend. Same with these financial guys. So I think just making those local connections and not being afraid, like UGC is now popping up on TV ads, like local TV ads
Yeah,
on
on the internet TV,
Hulu.
you'll see. Yeah, I
Like,
saw that on the Roku and the Amazon TV.
yes, it's a thing, and a lot of these companies are wanting local creators, and I think going to these kind of like, for lack of a better, like boring businesses, um, financial, insurance, like home appliances that have the money
Yeah,
because
I
they
would go to
have the big,
furniture and appliance. That and
yeah,
that you might even get some free furniture and some free
yeah,
appliances out of it.
yep,
So
yep,
that would work, especially a big brand. They don't want to spend $1,000 on freight shipping to send you some lawn furniture where you can
yeah,
just go there, maybe borrow it for the weekend and
yep,
continually have to flip that. But I wouldn't use the word UGC when
yeah,
you're talking to business owners. A lot of them, they just know advertise. Like, hey, what I can do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I make local ads that show up on social media that'll save you hundreds compared to regular TV.
love
And we
it.
have a conversation
Yep, yep,
because
because
that's
a
you got to
local,
use their language. So you got to know the
yeah,
language of the business owners. I would don't use UGC. Don't say TikTok. Just say I'm a professional advertiser, and I'm going to help you make ads and get in front of social media clients.
yep, because that's what they want. They all want that and need that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so what, as we kind of wrap up, what is, I know you mentioned your goal of having UGC be more of like 80% of
Yeah,
your
I want to do. I'm
income.
going to do my 80/20 is going to be UGC money, and the rest will just be my regular local clients and a couple of rentals here and there.
I love it. I love it. What, I guess the number, if you could just like say the number one advice for anybody who's hesitant, especially male, Gen X, maybe even older than that, what's your number one advice of like anyone who's hesitant to get started with UGC?
If you're going to get started, join a community, whether it be ours or somebody else's, but have a community of people like yourself that are already doing it because you'll have the support. And most people will tell you just grab stuff around your house and talk about it. I never ever recommend it. I think that's the worst advice because you're brand new. You don't know how to do it. Now I'm making you do something you don't know how to do. You're putting it out to the world and you look horrible. So, what I recommend is find your favorite stuff you have around your house, go to that brand's social media. So, hey, I have this brand of tissues. Let me go find the Kleenex website and social media. That's the best commercial. I can probably duplicate that. So duplicate something that already works to the best of your ability, or change it out to a different product. So maybe tissues, maybe I go for toilet paper. But again, something the best example I will have, because I had the financial prepaid credit card. Again, me, older guy, it was, hi, I'm divorced, I'm building my credit, and this, I need a prepaid card. Versus I gave it to a girl that's 20. It's like, hey, I'm brand new in college. I just got this card. Same script, but her doing it in a college dorm and me doing it, completely different look.
Yeah.
And so I said, if you can just take somebody else's commercial, make that as your first sample, and get familiar on camera. And this isn't for everybody, but everyone can do it.
Hmm.
So again, if you're making content for free anyway, you have the ability to do this. If you want to get a little bit out of a comfort zone and you don't care about, again, most of the Gen X has the I don't give a F attitude now. So that this is you. Just do it because no one cares.
Yeah.
Just you're gonna get paid to have fun anyway. Pick your specific favorite thing that you can be passionate on, because then it's gonna come out 1,000 times better. And just pick the style you want. Again, the walking list means you're taking your selfie stick and you're just walking around the town doing a rant. It's like, let me
Right.
tell you the 5 reasons you're going to be poor because you keep buying credit. You get, again, I do credit stuff, so that's kind of my world. So if
Yeah.
you could figure out what would be your world of, hey, you're outside, your lawn sucks, your neighbor hates you, this is why, and you can talk about lawn products and lawn seeds and whatever that is, like bird feeders. So find that and just start doing one practice, then join a community, ask for help, and then everybody will help you out.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
here, if you are brand new to the industry, this is my personal advice. Before you do anything, have the ability to take money. There's nothing worse than having a brand say yes and you can't take money. So I always say sign up for some kind of Square, PayPal, Stripe, something so you have the ability to take money. Because if you go pitch a local person and you can't take a money, like we're not selling you, we are not cash apping you. So just at least have the ability to take money. Don't worry about the legal stuff, but just something that I can grab my phone and go ding on a credit card, or I can send you an email link. So I always want to make sure that you have the ability to take money first, then worry about your portfolio, then pitch. But sometimes you get lucky and somebody wants to work with you immediately and you can't take money and then you lose a deal.
Yeah, and I think it's especially true for local. If you're going to go local, they're going to be like, okay, so how do we pay you? Because a lot of, the brands I work with have a pretty good system. Sometimes it's PayPal, but having at the very least, I think a PayPal account, it's
Right.
free. Even just opening up a business checking account, free. But the local, like, yeah, 100% have a way to pay you that's not Zelle or Cash
Yes,
App.
you can go to Staples, Office Max, even Home Depot. You can go grab a little Square machine. If you
Hmm.
don't have a modern phone, you just get the little machine that's it's Bluetooth. You just tap or you dip the card. It's
Yep.
like $50. Again, you could literally go to the store, grab it, sign up for the account, put it to your personal account, and have the descriptor just say, yeah, Mike UGC,
Yeah.
and it'll
Yeah.
be fine. Just so again, you have the ability to take that and then the online payment, or if you want to
Yeah.
take a check, but just be ready to take payment electronically. It just gives you that more edge of, hey, I'm local, you know where I am, I'm going to be your local spokesperson, I'm going to help you make those social media ads. Again, but try not to use the word UGC because it starts getting confusing. Don't talk about usage rights or any of the technical stuff. Just say, I'm here to get you more customers. I do that through the power of video,
Love it. I love it. Oh
and that's
my
all they
gosh.
want is more customers.
It really is. They just bottom line, they want more customers so they can stay in business. And that's what we help them with. So, oh my gosh, this is such a good
I appreciate it.
conversation. And I so appreciate all of your knowledge, your expertise, and your willingness to give back to everybody. I just really appreciate you. So thank you.